Greetings, peoples, and welcome back to Sonic Colors. We're here in Legoland, otherwise known as Gameland. So this is an extra video. It is separate from the main playthrough because it has extra stuff that is not related to the main game or its plot. As you can tell, because I don't think Legos have much to do with Hypercolon energy or running around at the speed of sound, but apparently Knuckles uses Legos, so who am I to judge? Yeah, this is basically the multiplayer mode of the game. What you're seeing now is me going through multiplayer modes in a single player mode, basically. You unlock these levels for collecting red rings. I believe it's every 20 or so red rings that you collect. You unlock, like, levels in this, like, separate world where you can unlock, there's 7 worlds, basically. And then 3 levels per world, and with every, like, again, I'm thinking 20 or so red rings that you collect, you unlock a chunk of levels in this extra world, which is meant for multiplayer, but you can play it in a single player mode. And either way you play it, once you beat through all, like, every level in Gameland, you get all the Chaos Emeralds, and big shock and surprise, you get Supersonic. Wow, it's Supersonic in a 3D game. That would have been surprising back in 2010 when this game was new, but now it's not because Supersonic is in every game. So yeah, it's not special anymore. I can't make it seem like a big deal because now it's not. Anyways, like, yeah, these levels, as you can tell from the last one, they all look pretty similar. They all kind of look the same. Like, honestly, I was surprised going back to these levels, and they're actually not that bad. Like, I was expecting them to be, like, a drag being blocky, unintentional pun, I swear. But, like, I was expecting them to be, like, boring and dull, and, yeah, I didn't get that. These were surprisingly fun levels. Like, I was just, like, expecting them to be worse, and it was a pleasant surprise to go back to these and not having them be awful. It's pretty great. It was pretty great. Yeah, these are, if you can hear in the background, these levels have remixes of all the main themes of every zone, if you count Terminal Velocity as a full zone, even though it's not really. It has remixes of, like, little chiptune, like, remixes of every theme in the game. And they actually sound really nice. I was surprised with how good these sound. This little thing right here, the Eggman head, you can get it either through, like, these little hearts with, like, Eggman icons on them randomly, or you can get them through, like, capsules. And it's, again, random. Well, not random, they're always, like, there's no tell about if you're going to get an Eggman or not, but the actual placement of the Eggman capsules are not random. This Eggman basically just follows you around and then tries to, like, home in on you and attack you. It's easy to avoid, though. That or I'm just so good at this game that nothing could possibly ever happen to me. It's impossible for me to get hit in Sonic Colors. Oh yes, I'm so good. Not at all elitist. These are fun. You can use Wisps in here, obviously, you've seen that. Yeah, these are basically just mini levels. There's not much to these, but, you know, they're fun for what they are. And for an unlockable, like with the red rings, to have basically an extra hour or so of content with these, like, new levels, that's pretty good. That red ball following me, if you're curious about that, that is the second player. Basically, this mode is a multiplayer mode, but, like, you can't play it through single player. But there's also a 1.5 player mode, where basically that red ball that you're seeing follow behind me, I could switch to at any time. And I still don't know what the point of doing that is. I don't think it, like, saves, like, lives or anything, is like if it has lives of its own. So I don't know why that's an option, but you can do that, I guess. I don't know why it's following me here. This is, with just the one-player mode of Gameland, but whatever, it's following me now. In these, levels, there's, like, in some levels, I'm only showing off one per world, There's 3, like there's 7 worlds, 3 levels each. I'm only showing off 1 level from each of the 7 Gameland, like, worlds. But, yeah, it's just redundant to show them all. They're all very similar. But, in not most, but some of the Gameland levels, they do have level design that's ripped straight from the Genesis games. I don't know why they did that, but it's cool nonetheless. It's a fun reference without being, you know, in your face about it. It's nice. There's not much to these levels. They're simple, fun, you know. They're a nice little distraction, and again, a nice reward for getting the red rings, as opposed to, well, pretty much nothing like you do in well, not all the modern games, but games like Sonic 4 Episode 2 or Forces, or The Lost World gave you Supersonic. Generations give you a lot of stuff for the red rings. That's when the red rings were at its best. Like, I wouldn't say the red ring. When it comes to the red rings, I'd say that Lost World wasn't the hardest game to get them in. I'd say Sonic Colors had the hardest red rings in the series, and it was the first game to have red rings. But, yeah, the red rings in Lost World are nothing compared to the red rings in Sonic Colors. At least, to me. To me, I think they're harder in this game. Ah, yes, those billiard little balls, and, you know, yeah, that's what everyone wants to be reminded of when they're playing Sonic Colors. They want to be reminded of the billiard puzzle in Desert Ruins, Silver's Desert Ruins from 06. Because that's the greatest Sonic game to make reference to 06. Sega's got it on the money. They know what they're doing. I don't know why, but I love that little, like, bouncing spring, like, yo-yo thing. I don't know why I love homing attacking that thing and just having it explode. I like having things explode. Okay. Again, there's not much of these levels. I don't know what else I can say about the extras, you know? I want to show off at least 1 level from each, like, you know, world in Gameland, so it could be like, oh, you've seen all the colors, you know? There's not much to these, though. They're fun, but they're not fun to, like, watch, you know? But one thing about the colors of these levels is that when you look at these, in case you didn't notice, which you wouldn't because you're not seeing me collecting the Chaos Emeralds, but each world in Gameland is basically, like, you know, a different color, as obviously noticed. That color corresponds with what color emerald you'll get for completing all 3 levels in each world. So here, for example, I'm going to be getting the light blue Chaos Emerald for completing this, but the 3 levels in world, I think I'm on 6 right now. So yeah, those are slot machines there. I never got the slot machines in this game, like in Gameland. They're only in Gameland, but I never got this game's slot machines, because if you get Triple Eggman, right, you get a bunch of rings. And then if you get, like, triple sevens, you get a bunch of spikes. Unlike every other Sonic game where that would be the other way around. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. I guess. That was a close save. Yeah, that was pretty close. More billiards, because we all love Sonic 06. Greatest game of the 2000s. Yeah, did you go in Legoland? You know, Legoland's pretty fun. I haven't, like, heard of a single person that doesn't refer to Gameland as Legos. That's what these are. They're Legos. It's the same thing that's whatever is on Knuckles' shoes. Like his shoes. He gets it from Gameland because Legos. Still don't know. What are those things on Knuckles' shoes? They're not Legos. Everyone makes the joke that they're Legos, but, like, they're not Legos. But what are they? Can someone please let me know what is on the top of Knuckles' shoes? Again, I doubt Sega would, like, just legitimately put Legos on a character's shoes. You know, I know they've sold out with soap shoes, but I don't think they would they would just slap Legos on top of Knuckles' shoes. Something tells me they wouldn't do that. Again, here, just showing off Supersonic. You know, on-off thing. And we're gonna show him off in a level. Right here, you can see. I believe I said this in part 1. I said the extra video that you're seeing right now would be with my 100% save file, where I believe I mentioned that I had a 100% save file with every S rank in the game. I had all S ranks. Little did I know that I'm recording this off of my Wii U, and the file that has a bunch of S ranks is on my Wii, like a separate file on my Wii, and I'm playing this off of my Wii U, where I don't have that file. So, I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. I have a 100% save file of this game, where I have every red ring and every S rank. Just assume that I have a 100% S rank, because I told you so. I do, but I can understand why someone would be skeptical about that, I guess. You could think that I'm lying, but I'm not. I'm not. That's real. That's real, guys. I would never lie. I would never lie, except for when I accidentally lie and like screw up about saying something like I don't know, really anything. I do that. I do that sometimes. By sometimes I mean a lot, and by a lot I mean pretty much all the time. But I try not to. I don't mean to screw up. I don't mean to do that. But I do. Oh yeah, look at that amazing slowdown that you get with boosting Supersonic. Boosting Supersonic. Yeah, slowdown. He's so fast that he causes everything else to slow down. It's totally not the game. That was a design choice, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Right here, just gonna jump over this and boost. Yeah, that feels good. That's cool. That just feels nice. Right here, Supersonic. I didn't know this until recording the footage. Well, I probably did. I just forgot. That Supersonic moves ridiculously fast underwater. I didn't know. His physics are completely different from regular Sonic underwater. He's, again, really fast. Right here, it's just me showing off the first level, Tropical Coast. Again, because this is the end of the playthrough after all, you know, bring it full circle, level 2, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's, overall my thoughts on Sonic Colors, I did give a brief explanation. Probably for me, a brief explanation would be like 10 minutes, but I'll give another brief explanation that's actually brief here. That I like this game. I have problems with it, mainly in the writing and the story. I don't... You've seen my playthrough at this point. If you haven't seen my playthrough, there's going to be, you know, a little link to it at the end of this video, you know, at the end slate. But, for everyone that has seen my Sonic Colors playthrough and has seen all the, you know, edits that I've done of the cutscenes, like you should, right? Like you should be doing, you would know that, yeah, I have a lot of problems with the story, and I like to make fun of it. We all like to make fun of Sonic, though. We all like to hate on Sonic and make fun of him. That's how you know you're a true Sonic fan, if you make fun of him. You hurt because you love. Yeah, I didn't like this game's story, but, like, in terms of the gameplay, it's still fun. Like, the game overall is still fun. It's Sonic-y. It was the last original game that we had of the decade, so that's cool. Last game was completely original theme, so appreciate Sonic Colors for that. So, yeah, basically just, you know, overall, the game, Sonic Colors, was good. You know, this was a fun game, and I'm glad that I played through it. You know, you look back on the first part, the video was not good. Not good. But over the course of a while, as I completed this playthrough, I would say that the quality of the videos have increased. I hope so. I hope I'm better than when I uploaded the first part of Sonic Colors, guys. If not, I don't know what to do. But yeah, anyway, guys, that was all of the extra stuff in Sonic Colors that really mattered. Really, all the extra stuff. And I'm not doing a 100% red ring guide. You look that up yourself if you want to see that. I don't have time for that. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I have been the Cryogenic Gamer. Until next time, good night, everybody.